Hello students, so let us start with the last two exercise of chapter 5, that is circles, right? So exercise 5.5, question number first, find the values of x and y in the figures given below. Diagrams are given. In this you need to find the value of angles x and y, whether x or whether y, whatever is given. See, so here this angle we know is 65 degree, it is given. We need to find the angle x. One property we have studied, that in the previous exercises we have studied, what is that? The angles subtended at the center is twice the angle at the arc, or vice versa also we can say. The angle subtended at the arc is half of the angle subtended at the center, right? This is the angle subtended. O is the center of the circle. This is the angle subtended at the center x, right? We know the value of angle subtended at the arc, right, which is given 65 degree. So to find the value of x, what can we do? We will double the value of angle ACB. We will write the statement that the angle formed by arc at the center is double the angle made by it on the remaining arc, right? So we will write AOB. AOB is which we need to find. This angle AOB we need to find. What will it be? It will be twice of angle ACB. Twice of ACB. ACB is given 65 degree. So 65 into 2, x is 130 degree, right? Just one step question. You need to write the statement. You should know all these properties of a circle, and if you are familiar with all these properties, we can easily solve the questions. Okay, so x value is 130 degree. Now moving on to the second question. In the second question, see again, same property we are going to use, but in this question, which angle is given? Angle subtended at the center. This angle is given 248 degree, and we need to find the angle subtended at the arc, right? So what can we do? This we were knowing in the first question, we need to find this, so we have doubled, because angle at the center is double of the arc. Now here angle at the center is given, so the arc will be half of it. See here, to find the angle at the arc, we will divide angle AOB. 248 divided by 2. So the answer is 124 degree. Okay. Similarly is the third part. So half of 248 degree, that is 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 124 degree. Okay. So moving on to the third diagram. See here now, in this what we need to find? See again, this angle and this angle we'll be talking about, right? So this AOB is given how much? 74 degree, right? AOB is given to us 74 degree. Here also we will see that ACB will be half of AOB, right? ACB is angle subtended at the arc, and is OB is at the center, and we know that angle subtended at the center is twice of angle subtended at the arc, or we can say that angle subtended at the arc is half of एंगल एट द सेंटर. या तो हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि ये जो आर्क पे एंगल सबटेंड हो रहा है वो एंगल ऑफ सेंटर का आधा होता है, या हम दूसरे वे में ये बोल सकते हैं कि जो एंगल सबटेंडेड एट द सेंटर होता है वो आर्क से डबल होता है. ठीक है, तो इन दिस वी नीड टू फाइंड एट द एंगल सबटेंडेड एट द आर्क, राइट. सो and angle subtended at the center is given. So to find the angle subtended at the arc, what we will do, we will divide 74 by 2, this part, right. So x we got at 37 degree, ACB was half of AOB, ACB will be, AOB is given 74 degree, so half of 74 degree, so x we got as 37 degree. Okay, now in this triangle, dealing in this triangle, OC will be equal to OA. Why this will be equal to this? Because both are the radius of the same circle are equal. Since these two sides OC and OA are equal, what can we say? Angle X will be equal to angle Y. Why? Because the angle subtended by the same equal sides are equal. So OA equals to OAC equals to OCA. You are going to write here why. You are going to write the reason here, that angle subtended by equal sides are equal. Okay, here you are going to write angle subtended by equal sides are equal. So since OA equals to OC, we are given OAC will be equal to angle OCA. Okay, so will be, that is y is equal to also 37 degree. Got? So now moving on to the second question. Find the values of x and y. Similar question it is. We need to find the value of x and y. The angles are given different, right? So first of all, the A part is same as the last question just now what we have done, right? Let us see how it is same. First of all, this x will be equal to y. Just now we have seen y because this again OB and OC is the radius, and therefore it will be equal because radius of the same circle will be equal. Since the radius is now equal, we can say x is equal to y, because again the same point you will write, angle subtended by equal sides are equal. So now considering this triangle BOC, what we can say, sum of all the three angles will be 180 degree, angle sum property. So we have written sum of all the three angles equals to 180 degree. One angle is y, one angle is x, and the other given is 36 degree. So, and x and y both are equal. Why they are equal? Why they are equal? Because we have just now seen that angle subtended by equal sides are equal. So in place of this y, I can replace it with x. X plus x is 180 minus 76. How this minus 76? This 76 has gone that side with a minus sign, right? So x plus x is 104 degree, 2x is 104 degrees. The value of x will be 104 by 2, that is 2 5s are 10 and 252 degree, right? Value of x is 52 degree, value of y is also again 52 degree. So like this you can solve this question. Now coming to the next part, second question, second part, right? You need to find the value of x and y. Again, if we'll see this, see P, Q, S and P, OS. Again we can use the theorem here that angle subtended at the center is twice of the angle subtended at the arc, right? Subtended at the center is x and subtended at the arc is 2y. This is the equation we are getting. Now since this is 75 degree, this y will also be 75 degree. Why? Because we have studied angle at the same segment or same arc are equal, right? Angle in the same segment of the circle are equal. They both are in the major segment of the circle. This is the major segment, this was the minor segment. Both this are at the major segment of the circle on the same segment of the circle, right? So 75y will also be 75 degree. Let us see how we will write the solution part. Just small question it is. Here x equals to 2y we have seen. Now y equals to 75 degree. Why 75? Because angles at the, here you are going to write the statement. What statement you are going to write? Angle what statement you are going to write here? First of all, to x equals to 2y, what you are going to write here? That angle subtended in what? First you have written angle subtended at the center is twice of the angle subtended at the remaining or the other remaining arc. Okay, and for this you will write angle in the same segment of the circle are equal. Here you will write angle in the same segment of the circle are equal. So yx value we can easily calculate. 75 into 2, that is 150 degree. So here we got the value of x and we got the value of y. Okay, now coming to the third question. It is very simple question. AB equals to CD is given, right? If AOB is how much? 70 degree. You need to find the value of COD. How can you do? How can you find the value of COD? Since this is 70 degree, this will also be 70 degree. Why? Because see, vertically opposite angles in lines, last classes you have studied lines, parallel lines, right? Properties of lines, properties of geometrical constructions. In that you might have studied that what are vertically opposite angles? Whenever, see, the angles which are opposite to each other, which are at 180 degree to each other, are called vertically opposite angle. Generally these angles are at plus signs. This and this angle will be vertically opposite, this and this will be vertically opposite, or in plus sign or in cross sign. This and this is all vertically opposite, right? In somewhere we are getting these figures, you will be getting vertically opposite angles. So here we can see, right, x and 70 degree are vertically opposite angles. So since x is angle AOB is 70 degree, what we will have, angle COD will also be 70 degree, right? Or we can also write that since both are in the same segment of the circle, right? Since both of them are in the same segment of the circle, so they will be equal. Since equal arcs subtend equal angles at the center of the circle, both are equal arcs, hence they will subtend equal angles. We can write this also, we can write vertically opposite angles also. Okay, moving on to the fourth question. In the figure, if RS is given 3.2 centimeter, what will be the length of PQ? RS is given, we need to find the length of PQ. Let us see how we are going to solve. See, this is the given figure, right? In this, these two angles are given equal, right? Since these two angles are equal and what is given, angles are equal, it is given, and the okay, and RS value is given, right? Since these angles are equal, this arc will be equal, Why am I saying this? In the last question only you have done that equal arc subtend equal angle at the center. We can vice versa it. How? If the arc subtend equal angles at the center, they are equal. Okay, here also you can write the same thing, equal arc subtend equal angle at the center. So now since the angles are equal, we can say arcs are also equal, and value of RS was given, so value of PQ will also be 3.2 centimeter. This was the third question we have done. Now moving on to the next question. Sorry, this was the fourth question we have done. Moving on to the fifth question. Value of what are given? X and Y is given. Value of X and Y. Right? What it is given? See, you need to find the values of X and Y. Only one angle, 65 degree it is given. See, whenever a four-dimensional figure or quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, inscribed means अगर कोई quadrilateral circle के अंदर है तो उसको cyclic quadrilateral बोलेंगे. Okay, what we will call it as cyclic quadrilateral. Right? So, in this, angle S will be equal to angle Q. Why will they be equal? Because in a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are 180 degree. Sum of opposite angles are 180 degree, or normally also in a quadrilateral, the alternate angles sum to be 180 degree. So 65 degree we know, 180 we know, so we can find the value of Y. 180 minus 65, that is 115 degree, right? Now again similarly, this on this will also be equal, P and R, right? Now one is how much? X degree, other is also X degree, right? So it will be 180 degree, sum will be 180 degree. So now X value will be, we'll divide it by 2, 180 by 2, that is 90 degree, right? Right, here it is X degree, right? Angle X, angle R is also X degree, and Y value is 115 degree. It is not 90 degree, right? And here it is X, right? Value of R is also X degree. So we got X as 90 degree and Y as 115 degree. Next part of the same question, same things will apply. B plus D will be 180 degree, 65 plus X will be 180 degree. So by this we can find the value of X, right? Now again A plus C, this is also X plus Y. So how we are going to write? This sum will also be 180 degree, alternate angles, right? A plus C is 180 degree, X plus Y is 180. We know the value of X here, so we will put the value of X. Y is 65 degree. Value of X and Y we have got. Understood? Now moving on to the next exercise, 5.6. First question is, there is a figure given in which OM is perpendicular to AB. Perpendicular, this sign is for perpendicular, everyone is knowing, and perpendicular means 90 degree. Suppose this is perpendicular, we are saying means OM is making angle 90 degree with AB. Okay, so we need, and a value of AM is given. What we need to find? We need to find the value of BM and AB. So how can we do? How can we find the value of BM and AB? See here. OM is given perpendicular to AB, right? Now perpendicular, there is again in statement, perpendicular from the center of the chord bisects the chord. Bisects means dividing it into two equal parts. Okay, so say OM will divide AB in two equal parts. So how are we going to write? AB equals to AM plus MB, right? AB equals to AM plus MB we are going to write, right? So now AM value was given 3.5. We need to find the value of AB, right? How can we find AM plus BM? That is 3.5 plus 3.5. How we have calculated BM as 3.5? Because OM is the chord and chord divides the line in two equal parts. So since AM was given, we found that value of AB will also be, value of MB will also, or BM will also be 3.5 degree. So the answer for AB will be 3.5 plus 3.5, 10, and 6 and 1, 7. So answer is 7 centimeter. Okay. Coming to the second question, in the given figure, M is the midpoint of the chord AB. Find the value of X and Y. Now M is given the midpoint of the value of the chord, and value of one angle is given. Angle OAM is given how much? 40 degree. Let us see how we can solve this. 40 degree it is given, and AB is the chord of the circle, right? Now since it is the chord, when we are considering the triangle AMO, leaving the chord part aside, now when we are considering the triangle AMO, right, angle A is given 40 degree. Angle M, how have I written 90 degree? Because OM is the chord to the, OM is the line through the center to the chord, which will bisect the chord. We have written in the first question, right? Written this statement. So now bisecting means dividing it into two, right? So value of M, we have, first of all we have written 90 degree. Now 40 plus 90 plus Y will be 180 degree. This we can add, 130 degree will be, plus Y will be 180 degree. So Y now will be 180 minus 130, which is 50 degree. Y is 50 degree and X is 70 degree. Okay. Now coming to the third question, values of perpendicular is given, that OM is perpendicular to PQ, and value of PQ is given how much? 8 centimeter. You need to find the value of PM and MO, right? How we can find PM and MO value? See here. Now they are not getting any, they are not getting perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord bisects the chord. Yes, we know this point. In the last question also we have done, right? PM equals to MQ. So PM equals to MQ, how we have written? This first statement, first question also we have written that chord bisects the line, OM line bisects the chord. So PM equals to MQ, right? PQ will be PM plus MQ. Now if we are considering this whole chord, PQ will be equal to PM plus MQ, right? PQ is given 8. Now PM equals, since PM equals to MQ, I can write, instead of MQ I can write PM, because they both are equal. So PQ will be 2 PM, right? Which means PM is 8 by 2. 8 by 2 means 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter. That means the value of PM and MQ is 4 centimeter. How we have done? We have divided. We although knew that the chord, the line bisects the chord, but still through this also we can clearly see half of 8 is 4, and they are equally divided. So PM equals to MQ. Last, fill in the blanks. The perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord. This statement just now we have studied in 2 questions. bisects the chord. Bisects means to divide it into two equal parts, right? दो equal parts में divide कर देना. In a circle, the line joining the center to the midpoint of the chord is perpendicular. This I have drawn the sign here. You are going to write the spelling, right? No one is going to draw this sign. This sign is for perpendicular. You need to know parallel. This sign is for parallel and this sign is for perpendicular. Here answer you are going to write perpendicular. Okay, the line is perpendicular to the chord. So by this we finish this chapter and this exercise as well. In the next we'll be starting with the statistics chapter. Okay, hope all of you are completing the copies regularly till 5th chapter. You all will complete your work. Okay.